ladies, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Happy Monday. I hope you had an amazing weekend. I was busy on Instagram because I posted something that really needed to be said, and I really appreciate all your comments. I have over 300 comments because I was really diligent about being on and being very present on Instagram because of what I posted, and really wanted to respond to everybody and let you know that it was very important to see the support that I did get from women from just being really authentic and raw and real. And that's what I am, and that's who I am, and that's what this channel is all about. And I know my followers that really get me understand that. They understand my Fierce Aging series. They understand that I've been showing up for 11 years now talking about Nikol Cosmetics. I've had my cosmetic line for over 11 years. I've been talking about it forever. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is me, Nikol Johnson. I am a professional makeup artist. I'm a licensed esthetician. Nothing has really changed on my channel except for basically dropping the curtain and being real and not trying to be like everybody else, like I was going through IVF, becoming very vulnerable, very uncomfortable on YouTube. And I've ended up in this space where I'm very comfortable with myself and how I interact with you. And it's taken me a long time. I mean, it was not overnight, and it was very hard and a very growing journey experience, right? And it's just, sometimes when things like last week get so overwhelming to me with what's being emailed and said and DM'd, etc., I just have to just come out and say, hey, listen, this is not what my channel's about. This is not okay. And then I move it to the side and we keep going forward. We are bold, unapologetic, and fierce. And that is why I say this all the time, ladies, because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for you. It's not easy for other people. And we just keep putting our best foot forward, our best face forward, our best attitude, our best thoughts, positivity, positive vibes. That's what my channel is about. And if you're here, you know that. And I love that you're here with me. And today, this has been a requested video. It's my everyday makeup look. This isn't about, oh, it takes me 5 minutes, it takes me 10 minutes. I am not underneath a clock where I'm like, okay, you can do this in 5 minutes. This is basically how I put myself together on the days where I just want to look pretty. I just want to not have a lot of steps, but I want to make them powerful, So I don't think I've ever showed up with athleisure wear on my channel. Today is just a relaxed day. This is kind of like the makeup I would do, just running around, going to errands, just feeling pretty. I have my beaker, my BKR. This is one of them. Oh, I have a smooth one over here. I love these. I've dropped these before, and I'll tell you what, they're glass. That's why I bought them. I don't want my water in plastic, but I've literally dropped these on the asphalt and they don't break, which was very big surprise to me. So I have like the studded one, which I love because I can never forget it. I always see it and I can feel it when it's when it's around me. But I love those, so I wanted to share with you. I have a big liter one too, so those are my kind of my little waters. So I'm all about the flow classes, the positive energy, the just going with everything, right? Allowing things to happen. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're going to allow this makeup tutorial to happen and just be organic and be what it is. And so I'm gonna just start with, I'm going to take a little vitamin E on my lips and moisturize, because if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, cracked, dry lips, not cute, right? So I always start with exfoliating my face because it's very easy with the Ever Biomatic peel pads. What's really nice about this product too is that when you finish your pads, you can just order a replacement. So it's a refill. You don't have to order this again. So there's less footprint, which is what I love, clean beauty. And this is going to just help brighten my skin. This is going to help smooth the texture. I talk about having texture in this area here. I'm like, why is this happening? But I try to combat it with doing some nice exfoliation. Also on my forehead, I have some oil glands that like to pop up and make an appearance. So I like to always use this on my skin. It's nice, it's not overly aggressive, caviar lime. It has azelaic acid in it. Beautiful, it's a beautiful, beautiful product. So I use this first, and then I will hydrate my face. So I'll just let this soak in. I do use my SPF, La Roche-Posay SPF 50. I love that because it's a serum foundation, but I'm first going to add in a little bit of my Quench. This is really nice, advanced hydrating booster. I like it. It's just in a little dropper, so I just take a dropper full out, and then I'll put it on my hand like this, and then I work it into my skin. It's like a nice, beautiful, tall drink of water for my skin. You can see it goes right in. It's not slippery, it's not sticky, it's not heavy. So I really like this to give me that moisture that I need in my skin. So my minimal makeup, BB cream tinted moisturizer, whatever you're gonna use, will look beautiful. Now that that is absorbing into my skin, I'm going to just take out a tiny bit of my SPF. It's really nice because I'm all about, look at that, so thin, so nice. It's not heavy. I cannot stand heavy sunscreens. So I just put it on, and this is how I do sunscreen. If you think it's not enough, that's wonderful, but I cannot have too much sunscreen just slipping and sliding all over my skin. So I apply enough to cover my skin. If I need more, I'll grab more, but I don't like having to, I do my neck and my décolleté off camera, but it's not really realistic with this on. So I do enough to really cover my face, but not too much where I'm like, where can I take it? I'm like wasting product. So this is really nice, has a very, very silky feel after you put it on. Very rare for sunscreens. This is beautiful because it's mineral, but it's very rare that a sunscreen is gonna dry like a nice kind of silky powder. They're usually sticky, heavy, and they smell terrible. This one actually smells very nice. I also always make sure, because it's nice and serumy, I'll take it on my hand and I go like this. So the tops of my hands always have sun protection, because they say your hands and your neck and décolleté show your age. So you always want to be putting sunscreen on your hands, on your neck and décolleté, so you always are protecting. I definitely see the sun damage on my neck, being a Florida girl, and that is just from wearing V-necks and scoop necks and seeing sun exposure, having its like heyday on my chest. I'm not even laying out. I don't lay out, I never have. But my chest, definitely, I see the results of just not always wearing sun protection, wearing V-necks, running around town. So we're gonna go into my eye and lip primer. This is going to just give me a nice, even tone to my eyes. Sometimes some of my clients say they just use this and put on mascara because they just want to give a neutral eye, which is, I think, great. You can definitely do that. So I'm just taking this to really neutralize out my eye and make it an even playing ground for my beautiful one color of eyeshadow. Now that my eye primer is on, I'm going to just take, you have options, and I'm going to give you options in this tutorial. You can take, this is Not Overlooked that I used last week in my spring makeup tutorial. You can just take the middle color if you wanted to. This is a really beautiful pink champagne cashmere color, very velvety, beautiful. Gives you just that little touch of color. Or you can go into Bottled Blonde, which I've shown before. And this is a beautiful taupe. This is an all sheen palette. The Not Overlooked does have one matte color here, this really beautiful soft, soft, soft pink. So it just depends on what you want to do. I like just to take the middle color here and I swipe it across my eyes, and that is my very simple. I'm adding a little reflective. See how beautiful, it's like this beautiful just kind of sheen of taupe going on. Really, really pretty. So I just do it on my eye, just my eyelid. I don't do too much. I don't go anywhere with it. I'm not trying to create anything over the top. I just put it on my lid, just like that. And that's my swipe of color. Like, this is for just simply putting myself together. So I like that because I have a little something on my eyes, but it's not too much. I just go in and take my eyelash curler and I will curl my lashes. I'm going to take a waterproof dark chocolate eyeliner pencil and I'm just going to go into the top lash line. You know that I love just to give this lash line a little bit more thickness, so you can see I'm just going in to the lash line, very natural, just defining this eye I don't want it to be too much. Again, this is kind of just my everyday, but I feel that I need to have a little bit of definition on my eyes. I've done it before. You know, I've actually said in the morning sometimes where I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm just going to go. I don't need makeup. I'm just going to go. Who cares? I put my hair up like this. And then I catch a glimpse of myself in the rearview mirror, or I catch a glimpse of myself in a reflection, and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't feel good about myself. I don't think that that's how I want to show up for myself or in the world. My whole day is reflected on how I feel. So this is really important to remember. So, you know, if you feel like this is silly for me to do a very simple makeup tutorial and it seems like a lot of steps, I've done okay, I'm just gonna go out, leave, no big deal, what have you, but I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel like I'm showing up as my best self, where I feel confident and I feel, you know, like I've evened out the tone of my skin and what I really want to kind of feel like. It's all about a vibe, ladies. It's all about a feeling. It's all about how, you know, if you feel good, you act differently. You know that if you put on something that you're wearing and you're like, oh, I don't feel good. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't make me feel good. It's too tight. It's too big. It's too this, too that. That's how your day is going to go. We've all done that, right? I've done that so many times where I'm like, no, it doesn't really matter. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that. Like, I just don't feel good. I don't feel like myself. So I'm going to go in with a little mascara. Really want to work on my lashes to make them look really stand out. So base of the lash all the way to the top, base all the way up the top. You can do all kinds of little different techniques of how you flick your little wand if you want to. I like just to really build up the base and go to the top. I try not to curl the lashes back too much with the wand because I don't want to have the mascara on my actual lid. Try to avoid that. So now that my mascara is on, I'm gonna just do a little swipe through with my Brow Fix in Cocoa for my brows. I'm waiting for them to fall out. You know, I'm not gonna pluck them. I have two gray brows that are hanging out over here, but with my little arsenal, I can cover them nicely and just groom my brows. So that makes me feel happy because I don't have to feel like, oh great, now I gotta pluck these guys and I'm gonna have a little hole. Just fill them up. I just fill them over with a little cocoa. It's not super dark like brunette, but it's not too light either. So this is a really nice way to groom the brows. Also, we have clear if you just want to have a little gloss on your brows, bring them up, make them look beautiful. So now it's all about skin. So I have all kinds of different options. I can do color correctors, no redness for the redness in my face. I can spot treat. I can do just peachy. Another color corrector, these are beauty sticks, medium to full coverage. Now, if I feel like, you know what, I just have a little bit I want to touch up and I don't want to really put any tinted foundation or moisturizer or BB cream foundation, I can go in with my Bright Eye Brightener, which is kind of like a touch-up pen. You know, you click it up, you put it on, it's nice and thin, beautiful, brightens the skin. Done that sometimes. Or if I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, I can go with Lighten Up. This comes in a wand, so I can stripe it on. I can see where I want to go with it. Or I can basically do, if I want to smooth out my skin and say I don't want to put anything on it, I can do my Fiercely Smooth, comes in tinted or if it comes in clear. This is the clear. Just use a little bit, and this is going to blur my skin, right? So I have a little bit of texture here, so I like putting this on in this area here, and I like putting it on my forehead. I really loved how this looked on Holly and also Erica in my Fierce Aging series. It was really beautiful on their skin. It just makes everything go on. It's like slides on your skin beautifully, but it's not slippery. Does that make sense? It's just gonna blur out the skin, very lightweight. It's just really a really pretty product to do if you're just looking to kind of diffuse the skin. So today, it just really depends. I have a lot of options too, ladies, that I've shown you in my videos before if you wanted to do something different, where you can use the Chanel if you wanted to. It's a water fresh tint. I haven't seen any other line have something like this. So this is why I thought this was interesting. It's almost like when you pump it out, it's almost like it's like a water with these little encapsulated pigments. So it's really pretty when you move it around. It disperses the color. So it gives you this hydration. It gives you this beautiful kind of gloss to the skin with just a little bit of pigment. This is medium to light, and it was fine for me. It comes with a little brush, so I thought that was really nice because it is very watery, as in hydrating. So if you're looking for that, something very, very, just really pretty on the skin, but not a foundation, giving you that look of that just hydration, healthy skin. It's a really wonderful product. Again, La Mer, I love that serum foundation, very light, beautiful, really makes the skin very pretty, SPF 20. Then I was using really for the last, I forget when I started showing you this, last year sometime, the Chanel, the Vitalamere Aqua. I know I'm saying that wrong, but this is the Beige Rose, SPF 15, ultra light skin perfecting foundation. So it's beautiful. I really like this too, because I love these serums. This has actually lasted me, this is my first bottle, it's lasted me a while. So, or you could just take a BB cream, or you could take a CC cream, depending on what you wanted to do just really beautiful skin. So this is what I'm gonna do today. I'm thinking that I'm gonna just do a little lighten up underneath here, right? And I'm gonna just blend it in with my foundation buffing brush. So I'm gonna just be generous with this underneath my eyes, and then I'm gonna just take my buffing brush, and it's going to just kind of go into my skin, really just give me lightness in this area. And I can spot treat if I wanted to with just a little bit of BB cream, which I'm going to do. So I'm just lightening this up. It's not heavy, so I don't have a lot of heaviness on the skin. So I lighten this area up, which is more of my problem area. I'm gonna just take a little bit of the light BB cream and then just a drop of the fair. I'm gonna mix them together. And this is going to it's kind of like I just spread it across, right? I just want an even tone, not a lot. This is just to even out my skin. Lightweight, hydration. Again, this BB cream is for mature women. That is why I love that it has the chamomile, the ginseng, cucumber. It's really, really nice for the skin. And it's not going to make your skin look dull or dry or matte. Really pretty. And so I like how light it is, and I like how I can just buff this on. Again, you can buff anything on the skin if you're using a buffing brush, if you have a light enough formulation, if it's not too heavy. And then I just have my lips to do and cheeks. I like to just do a little bit of my Nikita Banana right underneath my eyes here, just to set my lighten up. Not a big to do, but I do like that. And I like to do it right here, those two spots. So then I'm going to take a little waterproof lip liner, because this is gonna last me all day. And I just like to use the organza because it's going to be like my lip color, or I can use Cameo. So those are like my two go-tos. So I just kind of give a little definition. This is not a lot of lining. I just want to structure out my lips a little bit, so there is a little definition there. And I either use Nick Ray or this high gloss, or I'll use Figure It Out, which is just nudes. It's really pretty that it's going to just give me a natural look. And then sometimes I'll just gloss it over with Embrace, which is one of my favorites, that is just really natural. You can also use Champs over if you want a little color. You can always go in with, like Defining, which is like a nice pinky coral if you wanted to have a little bit of color. But I'm gonna just concentrate on the color being on my cheeks. So this is called Heaven's Lane. This is a really beautiful cheek cream. I'm gonna put it on so you can see. This is a beautiful bright peony. This is gonna just I have everything pretty neutral, right? So I'm gonna just put a little bit of color on my face. This is gonna look just really pretty for day. And I love how the cheek cream, you can use this on your lips also, so it's a dual product. It just gives you that lively look, right? It just gives you that pretty flushed look to your skin. So this is really my running around. I feel good. You can do as little or as much as you want to. It's really up to you. But this is really my everyday, like kind of like how I just kind of keep it neutral. It's how I gotta get ready and do my errands or do whatever I'm doing and running around and trying to create content for you and thinking about great things that might inspire you, or I'm running around the Frenchies or I'm doing something, right? So I really want you to know that you can not have to have a very elaborate makeup tutorial or a very elaborate makeup routine in the morning. If you just want to have something that makes you feel alive, makes you feel, good about yourself. It's all about what makes you feel good about your makeup routine. So this works for me. This is what I like. I have a couple different options. But if you just want to do mascara, or if you just want to do cheek cream, that is okay. There are no rules. This is just something that I do that makes me feel good. I like to keep it neutral. I like to concentrate on cheeks being more of my color for just a very natural look, especially when I'm running around in athleisure wear. I don't want too much or anything that's too over the top. And this is basically me. This is the look that I show up with when I'm not on camera and I'm just kind of just doing my thing. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this simple, easy makeup tutorial. Yes, lots of steps if you want to, or you can eliminate half of them and then end up with just lips or just end up with just cheeks. So until my next video, I'll see you later.